Hi, I'm here to help you get settled in. What's your name?
Hey, my name's Rohan. Can you tell me the PTO policy?
Hi, Rohan. Welcome to the company. I'm Alex, your onboarding assistant. I can definitely help you with the PTO policy. Okay, Rohan, here's the PTO policy. At Acme Corp, full-time employees get 15 days of paid time off per calendar year. PTO accrues monthly at a rate of 1.25 days per month.
In this video, we'll be covering what is RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. The problem is if you've used any LLM up until this point, you realize that most of them hallucinate. They'll give you an answer even if it's completely wrong. And the problem is for businesses when it's really important to be right, like if you have a company that cares about HR policy, you can't just give the wrong HR information to your employees, right? So that's where RAG comes in. It actually feeds it more updated information that's actually accurate to the LLM so it doesn't hallucinate. In this video, we're gonna be diving in and we'll be creating our first RAG agent from absolute scratch. The tools you're gonna need is you wanna create a Pinecone account. Pretty simple, just go to app.pinecone.io. Go ahead and create an index. I already have my index created, but go ahead and create an index. We can call this N8N demo. I'm gonna call this N8N demo 2 because I already made one. And this is where it gets really important. You can choose whatever embedding model you want, but you wanna choose something that you're gonna remember because you have to use the exact same embedding in N8N when you're uploading back as you do here. So it's very, very important you choose the right one. I'm gonna use text embedding 3 small, and it's important to know your dimensions. Make sure the dimensions also match with whatever you're gonna be using N8N. I'm gonna be using 1536 in this case. You can choose serverless, you can use AWS and choose whatever region that's closest to you. Shout out Virginia. So create an index and it should be setting up right now. Now that you should have your Pinecone set up, we can go ahead and move over to our data set. So I actually created a Google Drive called N8N demo for this, and I just put a sample data set we're going to be using for RAG. I'm going to link this down below in my community. So just feel free to just copy this over or make your own. It doesn't matter to me, whatever is best for you. And basically what this is, it's a employee handbook. It just has like all the HR policies. So my thought process for this is I wanted to create an AI agent that answers new employees' questions. So when they join a company, they need to know like, hey, what's the parental leave policy? What's the holiday policy? What's the remote work policy? What's the code of conduct? So instead of like going through all of the HR files and digging, control F and everything, why not just have a chat bot where you can just talk to rather than going through HR and submitting a ticket? So that's the thought process behind this. It can literally save businesses money. You can actually like build this out and then sell it to potential businesses. So if you follow along, maybe you can get your first client doing this. Okay, so just make sure you have a Google Drive. Make sure you upload that document to your Google Drive and keep that in mind, what you're gonna be using and your use case. After that, the last thing you're gonna need, or the second to last thing you're gonna need is an 11 Labs account. So just go ahead and create an 11 Labs account. And what you wanna do is go to this Agents button, click on New Agent, and you can let's click on Personal Assistant. We're gonna click on Personal Assistant. I'll call it RAG Test Agent 2. Can you support and onboard new hires who have just joined the company? So we'll create this agent now. So this is the first message you'll be seeing, and this is the system prompt you'll be seeing, and you can actually just change this around. I thought this was fine, did a good job with the system prompt, but you can also just use ChatGPT to help you come up with the system prompt and just kind of tweak it a little bit. If you don't like the voice, feel free to change it. I like Eric's voice. Use whatever you want. You can just change it here. There's a ton of different options. I tried the Batman. I tried Adam Stone. By the way, this Batman one isn't really that similar. I think there's a lot of copyright. Just make sure you're compliant. Okay, and the last thing you're going to want to do is create an N8N account. The last thing you want to do is go to N8N, and we're going to be creating 2 workflows. We're going to be creating an upload workflow where we actually upload our data into our vector database, and the last workflow is actually creating the AI agent. So this one is going to be, hey, upload data vector database. So let's go ahead and get started. We can actually start building this out now. The first thing you want to do is create the trigger manually. The next thing you want to do is go to Google Drive. And we want to actually find the folder we want. So oftentimes there's going to be multiple files when you're doing this RAG. So you want to just choose the folder that you're most likely going to be doing. So we're going to be doing search files and folder. So at this point, you actually need to authenticate with your Google Drive. So just go ahead and create a new account. After this, you want to go over to console.cloud.google.com. Once you're here, you probably don't have a project created. So go click on this icon right here. and then click on new project. I'm going to call this N8N demo 3. Go ahead and click on create. At this point, you just want to make sure you're logged into the right demo account. After this, go ahead and click on Google Drive API. And you're going to want to enable it. So at this point, we can go ahead and go to OAuth consent screen. Go ahead and click on get started. We can call it N8N demo 3. Support email doesn't matter. Contact information, put whatever you want. And we can go ahead and finish. Continue and create. Perfect, we created our app. Now, next step is we want to go ahead and publish this. Go back to our main platform. Okay, so now we want to go to API and we want to go ahead and click on credentials. And then we want to go ahead and create credentials here. And we want to do OAuth client ID. We're going to be choosing web application. Call it N8N demo. And then this is very important. We want to click on add URI. Go back into N8N. Go to our node that we want to connect Google Drive to. Create new credentials. And copy this OAuth redirect link right here. Paste it in here. And you can go ahead and now you should have your client ID and client secret. Go ahead and copy that over. Paste it into N8N. And then you want to go ahead and sign with Google. And there we go. After this, I'm going to go ahead and download file. And you want to choose the right file. And you can just verify that this works up until this point. So at this point, yeah, it looks like it found the right file. It succeeded, so that's a good sign. Then we can move over to the Pinecone vector store. And here we want to add documents to the vector store. Choose your Pinecone API. All you have to do is go to Pinecone. Click on API keys right here. Go ahead and create an API key. You can call this N8N demo 2, I guess. And then just go ahead and copy it over. And then just paste it to your new credential right here. So I'm already logged in. I'm going to keep my current account. And then Pinecone index, go ahead and choose the index you just created. I guess I'll do N8N demo 2. And embedding batch size is 200 is fine, I guess. After this, choose your embeddings model. So I just use OpenAI. And I'm going to use the same, remember, this is really important. You want to choose the exact same model that you've used previously while setting up your Pinecone. So mine is embeddings 3 small, which looks good. And then the next thing is I want to set up a data loader. So go ahead and click on default data loader. We're going to do binary. We'll do load all data inputs, automatically detect, and then we can do custom. It's very important to choose custom here under text splitting, recursive, character text splitting. Chunk size, we can do 250 for the overlap. So up at this point, you should have it working. This should be able to upload the data. So we'll go ahead and execute workflow. We'll save it and we'll execute workflow and see if this works. All right, so it just loaded up. It looks like it's good. We can go ahead and check our Pinecone database right here and just check if it loaded. Go to whatever you're using. And then yes, we have everything loaded in. Okay, so the next part is we need to actually build out our RAG agent. So we'll do a webhook because we want to connect it to 11 labs. We'll do a post. You can name the path whatever you want. We'll name it, we'll do N8N demo. Go ahead and switch to production URL. Copy this link over here. Then go to 11 labs. At this point, we want to create a tool. We need to actually pull up this N8N workflow. So you can go ahead and create a new webhook tool. So create a new tool, add a new webhook tool, call it support agent. We'll say description is supporting us. Method will be post, and then paste that URL right here. It should be good. Now, it is very important that we add a body parameter of the query. So we'll just call this query. We'll say required. And this is a query user is asking. This will be the question new employee is asking for. And then that should be good. You added this tool. We'll say support agent demo. This should be working. We'll go ahead and save this out. And we'll go back to our N8N. And one more thing, it's very important you respond at using the respond to webhook node after rather than immediately, so it works properly. Okay. So now we can go ahead and build our AI agent. Just type in AI agent. And we will do define below. And you just want to copy this over. We need to take that body, the query that we just defined in the tool. We want that query to be the prompt user message here. The user message is how it's going to think. Choose your chat model. I'm going to use OpenAI. I'm going to use 4.0 mini. There we go. Now we need to add our tool. So we'll do answer tool. And then we're going to do HR handbook. And then we can do limit 4. Now we need to choose our vector store. We chose Pinecone. The default should be fine. We just need to choose the right index here, which is demo 2. And then we want to choose a right embeddings model here, which now it's very important you choose the right one that you used. And we use small perfect. And you also want to give it a chat model too. So do OpenAI chat model. And we'll do 4.0 mini. Perfect. And we'll make this look good. And then the final step we want to do is actually responding to the webhook. So do webhook, respond, and then first incoming item is fine. Cool. So we finally built our first RAG agent. Hopefully it wasn't that complicated. So now let's just actually demo this and test it out. You can actually demo it directly in 11 Labs. I'm just going to go ahead and send it to my phone. So we can make it a bit more realistic, like you're calling into like a hotline or something. Just make sure that your workflow is active before doing this. And let's test it out. I'm gonna go to our data and figure out what questions I can ask. So I'm gonna first ask about the PTO policy because I need PTO.
Hi, I'm here to help you get settled in. What's your name?
Hey, my name's Rohan. Could you tell me the PTO policy?
Hi, Rohan. Welcome to the company. I'm Alex, your onboarding assistant. I can definitely help you with the PTO policy. Okay, Rohan, here's the PTO policy. At Acme Corp, full-time employees get 15 days of paid time off per calendar year. PTO accrues monthly at a rate of 1.25 days per month. PTO requests need to be submitted at least 2 weeks in advance and are subject to manager approval. Do you have any other questions about the PTO policy or anything else I can help you with today?
No, that looks good. Could you help me? How many holidays do we have here?
I can help with that. Let me check the company's information on holidays. Acme Corp observes 10 paid company holidays each year.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thank you. This answers all my questions. Cool. So there we have it. We built our first voice RAG AI agent in a vector store database. So you can see it's not that complicated. We got it done pretty quickly. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to leave all the resources down linked below. Just go ahead and join in and follow along with me.